Hey everybody, I'm Kay Adams. Week 4 is over. Time to review and look forward to week number 5. First things first though, the DraftDay.com perfect lineup. I told you about this thing last week and now I am completely addicted. Basically, if you draft the top performers at each position, you can win $1 million. Real cold hard cash, and it's all at DraftDay.com. Now, it's a little bit more challenging than I originally thought, and that is my excuse, basically, for only having one match this week. Calvin Johnson, Megatron, was the top wide receiver at his spot, but really, I can't be to blame. Who knew Beanie Wells was going to have this freak game? Who knew Aaron Rodgers was going to throw for 4 touchdowns, 6 total touchdowns, absolutely unbelievable in week 4. Now, I can't wait to try again this week, but luckily, there's tons of other games over at DraftDay.com to try out. If you're a fantasy lover, these are daily fantasy sports. That means you're not stuck with the guy that you drafted with your buddies over that warm 12-pack of Bud Light. You're not stuck with the guys that you drafted who tore their MCL and ACL, Jamal Charles, the guys who aren't performing, Mario Manningham. You're not stuck with these guys. It's more chances for you to win, and it's all at DraftDay.com. Let's talk a little bit about week number 4. Lots of surprises, lots of disappointments. One disappointment for me being Jay Cutler and these Bears minus Matt Forte, who was awesome. I thought Johnny Knox was going to have a great game. I thought Cutler was going to throw against this miserable Panthers defense. Didn't do it, didn't work out, but instead, he was spotted last night in the audience for Dancing with the Stars, cheering on his high-maintenance ex-fiancée, maybe now new fiancée, Kristen Cavalieri. Cutler, that's not where I want to see you. Get your head in the game. Stop dressing up in suits. Get your head in the game. I'm going to leave it there. Some of the surprises, yes, luckily we had good surprises this week, were there. Number 1, Ryan Terrain. Where did this guy come from? He didn't have 1 carry entering into week 4. 19 carries for 135 yards and a score. Who knew he had an enemy? Outplayed Tim Hightower. Now Shanahan saying that he's going to play the hot hand. So if you're Tim Hightower, I know you're probably wanting to cry in a corner just as badly as somebody who owned Beanie Wells and had them on their bench. But we all know how prone to injury Ryan Terrain is, so don't worry about that. Another guy who surprised everybody, Beanie Wells. He was explosive against the Giants. He scored not 1, not 2, but 3 touchdowns, 27 carries for 138 yards. Absolutely incredible. And if you had him on your bench, I feel really sorry for you this past week. Frank Gore, he also came out and surprised, 127 yards rushing and a touchdown. Now, if you're thinking, yes, I drafted Frank Gore and he's back like I did, you got to think he played the miserable Eagles D. They're just dysfunctional. They don't have it together. His weeks to come are facing very, very difficult matchups, and it's Frank Gore. He's got the injury, and I really wouldn't trust him too much going forward. A couple quick things to keep in mind for week 5. Injury concerns. Andre Johnson with the hammy. They're saying it's not as serious as it looked because it did not look good. He's week to week. It's not season ending or anything like that. But he's probably not going to play this week, week 5, so you have to find somebody else to plug and play there. Big Ben, we all saw him in the walking boot. It didn't look good. It's not fractured. It's not broken. The good news is it's just a sprain. The bad news, he hasn't really looked very good anyway. He doesn't look very productive, and that offensive line is absolutely miserable. The sprain's towards the top of his right foot, so even if he does play this week, I don't think he's going to be the guy you want in your lineup, so you might want to look elsewhere. The other thing to talk about before you go is Rex Ryan finally awoke from his slumber, sleepy grizzly bear hibernation, and you realize, you know, Mark Sanchez isn't such a great quarterback. We probably shouldn't be passing the ball, seeing as how he completes 55% of his passes. So, ground and pound is back, baby. So if you're a Sean Green owner, you're probably excited. I wouldn't be too thrilled because he hasn't done much, but at least this means he will get more chances and opportunities. So Sean Green, show us what you got, buddy. I'm out of here for now. Remember, DraftDay.com, that's the place to go. We've got the perfect lineup there. It's free. We've also got tons and tons of other games, so check those out. DraftDay.com is the place to go. Sign up right now. Check it out on your way to, your friend's buddy's house when you're cheering on the Cardinals tonight. Check it out while you're in line grocery shopping on your iPad. Who knows what you do or what's going on, but check out DraftDay.com now.